Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go back on the F150. Today we're putting in a dash cam. It's a red tiger, not a red line, red tiger dash cam. I opened it up here a little bit. I got the permanent wire or permanent install wiring kit with it. That way it comes with a little cigarette lighter adapter. Here it is right here. Comes with this little cigarette lighter adapter. I didn't want it plugged into my, well, power plug. If anybody knows what a cigarette lighter is anymore. The PowerPoint adapter. I bought this kit that has everything you need. It comes with these cool, dadgum, I'm gonna get it together here. These fuse adapters. You basically go in, find out which fuse style you have, and pull out the fuses you need. And it plugs. Take one fuse out, plug in this adapter. Then you put the fuse into this adapter, and you have an adapter. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, I decided to go the permanent install mount style. I think what I'm gonna do, been looking at it a little bit here. I'm gonna start with the back camera in the rear view, that actually goes in the back window. Now, like I said, these are a peel and stick. Comes with like 3M adhesive already on it. I don't know that that's 3M, but it's got the double-sided adhesive already on it for the cameras. And what I was going to do is I kind of looked up in here a little bit. I do have a sliding back glass on mine, so I'm gonna put it just to the right of it here. I'm thinking like right here, and then up in here I can put I've got one up in there if you can see it. I don't know. It's just a little wire holder that I can run the wires right along this track for the glass, and then just dip into the side here, go up and over and up to the front. So I think that's where I'm going to start. I've kind of got a good idea of where this is going to mount. So let me I got some lens wipes, basically for my glasses. I think that's what I'm gonna clean the glass with. So let's rip this open. And we'll go back here and clean the glass off. I have checked these. The tint is factory on this. So like I say, what I'm gonna do is just lean in here and clean the wind off real good. Make it squeak. Oh yeah, see how nasty that thing was? Yeah. Clean that off real good. Now the other thing I want to do, I didn't check just a minute ago, is we're going to start or turn the truck on and close that back window. Okay. I'm gonna do that because I want to make sure that the camera, after I mount it up here, is not going to hit where I'm mounting it at. It's one of the things I didn't check. Yeah, I'll be good. Plenty good to go. Now I want to make sure my adhesive is above. I don't know if it comes over on camera or not, but I got a rear defroster too. And I want just to be above that line, because I don't want to put the adhesive onto it. So let's see. Got this little tripod here. Let's see if I can set you up there. There we go. Now I want to get in here. Peel the tape off. Come on. Okay, so I want to be above that line with the adhesive, and I know I got my big fat hand in the way, but I also want to make sure, okay, I'm pushing it on there pretty tight. And then this is the camera. It actually mounts, swivels. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, like I say, I got one little mount up in there that my wire should be able to go back and do that. And then you push it, it locks. And that'll hold the wire up. And I'm gonna put, probably 2 more right up in here to hold this wire up there, and then I'll dip down into there. I'll probably pull this off, but I'm gonna hold off on this right here for this second, because what we're gonna have to do is run the wire. I'm gonna mount the dash cam, the forward facing cam up there just under the rear view. We'll have to come out of it and go under the headliner right there and go all the way around through the A pillar, up around through the B pillar, and then back here to the C. And probably what I'll do is stuff the excess wire or whatever up in here. There's usually a little bit of space between the headliner and the walls inside there. So that's probably what I'm going to do for that. So that just gets the rear looking, the rear camera mounted. Next, we'll do the same thing up front. Let me get the camera, get it situated. I'm gonna get the glass cleaned up, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did here was went ahead and mounted the camera up. It's actually a GPS unit on the top right here. It mounts to the windshield. Now, in full honesty, it comes with some electrostatic pieces, is what they call them. They're little plastic things here, and they will stick together. I don't know if you can barely see it. Maybe if I put it on the toolbox. No. And I'm not gonna be able to get them apart with one hand. But they're electrostatic. You can just make out that edge. Well, it's 2 pieces, and you're supposed to like peel them apart, stick that on the window, and then stick the adhesive onto that. My experience, electrostatic stuff in a vehicle in Georgia with 110 degree temperatures we get does not last. You'll come out to your car from work and your dash cam will be hanging. So I chose going straight to the glass with the GPS unit, and then the camera itself just slides in to the GPS unit. It does have little contacts there to power the GPS unit and stuff. So, and it tilts back and forth. I left the screen protector on it, but as you can see, it's got the rear camera here. And then I just used, it's a USB-C power. And then the backup camera, I just kind of looped it together and used some zip ties. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remount that or realign my rear view mirror. And then I just zip tied it to the cabling that goes to the rear view mirror. And then to get this under the headliner is not that difficult, really. You can kind of pull your headliner down a little bit, and I just use my fingers and just kind of stick it back up under there. You'll feel a lip from where the windshield meets the steel of the car or the truck, and I just kind of work it all the way around like so, until I get over here in here, and I'll just have to go down. Now they do send a cool tool, which I'll go get right quick. These little plastic panel tools that everybody and their brother's giving away now. These actually look like they were 3D printed, and they'll work good. Let me see if my little handle tripod thing will work, and see if I can get this to there. Stick my hand all up in it. I'm trying to. No, it's not going to stay. No. Anyway, I'll just have to hold you. But you can use it to kind of push the wire up in there, you know, like that, and then use it to open that and stuff your wire down in there. Now you can go through all the trouble of pulling your A-pillar plastic off so you can run it up behind the headliner like you really should. I'm not going to do that because it takes too much time. Usually, I'm not too good with one hand. Usually you can pull your seals. It's coming. There. You can pull your seals down, and as you tuck that under there, you can go up here. Now, do know that when you do this, turn my camera on. That little white you see up in there, where that little label is, that is the airbag. So be careful. Don't just jam stuff up in here. But also, whenever, come on, go around that little thingy there. There. No. Okay. I'm gonna put you down a second. Can you see? I gotta have two hands. Pulling this down, and there's a piece of foam rubber right here. I'm trying to get there. Now, as I was saying, just so you know, if you get in an accident, and where your wires and stuff are at, and how everything is going, when you get in an accident is like way down on your priority list. But when you get in an accident, that airbag's going to blow, and the wire we just ran across there is going to go everywhere. So now, like I say, I'm just going to pry that down and push it back up under here. There we go. And then I can put my seal back in. And voila, see, it's all kind of pretty much hidden. Like I say, this. And then we'll just go to the back seat. Continue this around all the way around to the camera. And for the power on my truck, the power and everything's down here in the bottom kick panel. I had to run the power cable up and around, and it'll go down the A-pillar. Okay, so on the power side of this, I brought the power and everything up together. It'll have to come along here, come around, and go down into this kick panel here, where my fuse box is. And like I say, you can see the adapters. It has the wire coming off. Now this one is the hot one. They do have little plastic protectors on them, but this one up here I found is hot all the time. The one down here is a spare, according to the book, and it is keyed. So I have my key power, I have my constant power, and I'm probably going to have to pull this out. And I believe behind there, there's a ground. I was kind of looking back up under there earlier when I put these in. So let me run this around down to here, and I'll get all that hooked up, and then we'll come back and I don't know. We'll have everything hooked up so we can turn the key on and try to test everything out. Give me just a minute to run this and I'll bring you back. All right, I'm back, guys. Well, on this side here, I ran the power up under here just like I did the other side. But this side I decided to take the A-pillar off. And the reason I took the A-pillar off is so that I could get down there. Like I said, I pulled all the kick panel up and everything. Had some insulation down here, we pulled it up. What I'm gonna do is run the wire, this is my wire, back along here. I'm probably going on the back side of this. Don't know, I think that's an antenna or something. I'm not 100% sure. But I got my cable. I think I'm just gonna loop it back behind these wires here. This is the tweeter speaker. But I'm just gonna let that kind of fall back in there. Back behind all that stuff there, it looks like be the best bet. And I'm not going to mess. This is the airbag right here, so don't mess with it as little as possible. I mean, it's got like a little eyelet bolted down there. So, yeah, I think I'll just stick my wires on the back side of that too. But best I can see, come on, I should be able to, because I took this insulation right here. It was stuffed down in here. So I should be able to just take my wires and kind of flop them back in there. I got this, so I need to untangle, let me, not untangle, but wire tie that. Okay, so now my wires, I can just kind of just drop this back in there like such, I guess. I think what I'm gonna have to do is feed my wire back through there. So let me do that one-handed. I'm sorry about the camera. I'm trying to hold it and do this too. Looks like, there we go. Yep. So I got that back in there. Just gonna push this back in here like this. Then we'll just take this insulation that I already pulled out, stuff it back down in there like that. Okay. And that brings us all down to here, where, like I said, I had a ground wire right here, so I'll be able to put my ground there maybe. Doesn't look like that's a good spot. I just bent all my thing all up. So I may have to make a ground spot for it. Because I really don't want to unhook that ground, but I may have to. All right, yeah, let me fight wiring right quick. But I did want to show you how I took this B-pillar, this A-pillar down. Like I say, goes up in there like such. These open up, 10mm bolts on each side, pulls it down. Like I say, there is the tweeter right here. Got glue and stuff. But yeah, the tweeter was right there. I had to unplug it. So I'll plug all this back in, put this back up, and we'll clean up this stuff down here, and then we'll bring you back and we'll start looking at some finished product here. I got to finish running the wire around to the back camera. We'll get it set up, and then maybe we can turn power onto this thing. I did want to just show you this, so give me a few minutes. I'll be back. All right, a little shot of, I'm gonna put this back together again. Like I say, you just got this little clip, clips into the tweeter in here. And then this whole thing, kind of got to angle it in there. Try to make sure your wires and everything stay back up in there. And then pops in like such. And then you got your 10mm bolts that go in here. One there. One there. And then you gotta push this thing back together again. There's that one. This one I kind of broke a little bit, and then I had to fix it, so excuse my big head in the way. Nope, she ain't never gonna last. Not like that. Well, so now we need to order a new one of those little clippy doodads, because I broke that one. Didn't mean to, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But that's how that comes in and out. Do be careful taking these out. They do just pop out from the top, but you kind of got a twisty, poppity, it's a weird motion. That's how I ended up breaking out. I had this one off first, and then I went to getting that one, and I just snapped that off. It didn't come out like this. So I guess I'll go to the old FordParts.com or possibly the Rock Auto and see if they have them. So Rock Auto, probably not. Probably have to go to the dealership. That's going to be my luck. But I wanted to show you how to put that on. So that's what that was all about. And then, like I say, on this, I popped out the floor pan down here. And this is not hard to pull up. Just pull that up. Through the kick panel over here. To put it back in, we'll set the camera up. Yeah. I just had this up, and it's got clip here and clip here and clip here. Just make sure my wiring, oh, I can't do that just yet. Sorry. Let me find out what I'm gonna do with my ground, and then we'll put that back in. Okay guys, so what I did here, this is my wires coming down. Might be a little hard to see. What I ended up doing was just taking some sandpaper and a carbide bit, roughing me up a spot here, doing a self-tapping screw. That's my ground. Here's my fuse adapter going to my constant power, which is the yellow wire. And then my other one here is my switch power, which is the red wire. So all that's done, the electrical part's done. I'm gonna put the kick panel back in. First we gotta get this out of the way here. There we go. We gotta get up in here. There's that one, that one, that one. Then we put our gasket seals back on. Put all that down, that up, and voila. And then, like I say, this is what you got left. And then this little panel right here is your fuse box cover panel. And it goes up in there like that. And click, there you go. So now if that's all done, now we have to go up in here and finish running our back camera. Again, I still haven't done that. I'm putting it off. I don't know why. Let's walk around to that side of the truck and see if we can't get something done. Hey, you know what I want to take? This little tool right here. So here we are. Jumping in the back seat. And like I said, I've been pushing it down in there like this. Now, this is where the hard part becomes. Doggone it. Put that up. And to pull this seal is not super easy, which it shouldn't be. There. Now I get to climb back up in there. Let's pull this down. I bent that thing up a little bit. Goes down. Back up behind the headliner. And pull this on down here a little ways. Like I say, you can still see up in there is where the airbag is. Come all the way down to here. This is kind of a pain in the badonkadonk here. Do people still say badonkadonk? Probably not. Now we can push our gasket back on. And I pushed all that on, knowing that I might not be able to get back up in there. So, again, I forgot more parts. So now I got to get those put up in there. So now I have to go get those off the toolbox. Okay, now that we're back up in here, I just take these plastic clips, peel the double-sided tape, and I use my needle nose pliers to stick it up in there. Try not to close that little loop that holds the wire. And that's one up there. Okay. Let me get another one. See if I can't get another one right there. Up in there, right there. Yeah. Just like that. Okay. And they come right off. These are gonna be real good sticky stickies, huh? Yeah, I don't know how well these are gonna stay. Those are kind of cheesy. So, we'll have to see. That should go behind there. Now should you go click. This one back there. Click. And that should hold the wire up in there fairly decent. And then, put my hand in front of the camera. Then I got all this wire to undo. Okay, we get that up in there. Then I got all this other wire to deal with here. But Lord, I got like 8 foot of wire. I guess if you got a 4-door car or something, you actually need a lot more wire than what a feller in a pickup truck would. So, what we got going on here is this little doodad should plug together. Okay. And then we're gonna make this disappear behind the C-pillar. Like that. Well, I thought we were. Maybe we won't. There we go. And I'm gonna bring this back around and pull this seal back off, because I've got, shoot, 6 foot of wire. And I'm gonna stuff it back up in that headliner, alongside that airbag. And that'll get that back camera in. So that's all wired up. That's all wired up. And I'm all wired up.
Well, you're all wired up, Kevin.
Let me finish putting this wire in. Wiring. Let me finish stuffing this wire in there. We'll come back and we'll put power on this thing and see what we got to do to program it. Okay guys, I'm back. It's a week later. I was recording this video, went to start editing and everything, and realized my final part of where I was programming the camera and everything had no audio. So I'm gonna re-record it. I'm gonna try to do my best. Like I said, I've had the camera in here for about a week, and it's pretty decent. Every time you start the truck, it does come on and beep beep and everything, but it's pretty neat. So what I do is I'm gonna turn you around here. I got the app up, and we'll just go into access the camera. And as you can see, we access the camera and you can actually see everything that's on the camera. The camera has an inside one, the front view and the rear view. So you get to see all of those. It's got some pretty neat options on it. You got the little memory card thing down here in the lower left hand corner. If you click that, it gives it a second, and it actually will bring the videos from your dash cam to your phone, where you can save them or whatever you want to do. This is the last I don't know, few hours or so of loop video on there. But from the app you can do quite a bit. You can pause the recording and everything, and then you can take snapshots, anything you want to do. You can actually go to the settings and set stuff up, you know, your resolution, which, you know, you got it, it's 1080p. You can turn on and off the sound recording. I don't record sound, just my preference. You got like the collision detection, which is when a vehicle will, if you get in an accident, it'll automatically lock that video, and then like I say, it has a GPS unit on it, so it's going to show your speed. You can change that to miles per hour or kilometers, how your timestamps are, your Wi-Fi name, passwords, everything you need to do to set it up is right here on the app. It's not hard. Basically, it's plug in and play. If you have your memory card in there, once you plug it in, it starts recording right then. So I like it. Like I said in my Lincoln, I have a Rexing. The biggest difference, what I like the most, that's a better way to put it, what I like the most about this Red Tiger is you can actually put it on your phone, open the app on your phone, pull up your camera and see what your camera is seeing and still be recording. My Rexing doesn't do that. When you connect to Wi-Fi, it stops recording. So this one actually records while you're using the app. You can actually see it at the same time. Like I say, you can see what's going on at the same time while you're viewing it on the app. So I say, if you're looking for a dash cam, this is a great dash cam by Red Tiger. I didn't necessarily want the camera inside, but I guess it's good to have. If you have teenage kids, that's a good thing to have. But yo, I'm just saying, I like the camera. I'm glad I did it. I hope I never have to use it for anything legal, but that's what it is. So I guess this will wrap up this video, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. But do not forget, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing nothing.